Hello everyone, my name is Corpozel. I am an ultimate Ironman in old school RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new progress video. In this video we're gonna go on a few different adventures, but it's all gonna tie in to eventually completing some diary tasks and tying up some loose knots, so to speak. First and foremost, I'm really close to a Slayer level and not too far off from 99 strength. I'll talk about the goals for this video in a minute, but one of the very first goals is to get 99 strength and 85 Slayer, and then get an Abyssal Whip. That's kind of the thing that we've been working towards for a very long time now, honestly. I would get 99 Slayer in this task, because I have 55 Black Demons left to kill, but I think what I'm gonna go and do instead is the Perilous Moons quest, because, spoiler alert, one of the, goals for this video is to get a few armor pieces from this boss. So let me just finish off this trip, go and complete, or at least try to complete, the hard clue scrolls, and then I'll be back to kind of go through what we'll be doing in this video specifically. Well, I'm at the stage of the quest where I need to fight the 3 moons for the first time. I don't think that this will suffice as far as resources go, but I'm kind of, but I didn't want a death pile right now, so I'm gonna go and try my luck with the Blue Moon first, and then depending on how it goes, yeah, we'll go death pile and prepare adequate food and potions inside of the area, and then, you know, finish off the quest. That is the Blue Moon down. Yeah, I need some more food for the Blood Moon. Oh, the Blood Moon is a bit more difficult than I expected. Well, I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but 4th time's the charm, it seems. On to the final moon. And that is the final moon defeated. We can go and finish the quest. And that should essentially be quest completed. So, yeah, 40,000 Slayer experience, fantastic. And some experience in a few other skills. But once we exit this screen, we get 84 Slayer, so only 1 Slayer level away from Abyssal Demons and the Abyssal Whip. Corpozel from the future here. I had to re-record this entire segment because, well, I changed up the plans a little bit. But essentially, let's talk about what are the main goals for this video. First and foremost, as a sort of a background goal, I will probably start amethyst mining. We have all of the required levels to mine amethyst and create amethyst darts, which we will eventually end up using for our blowpipe whenever we get it. I will start doing this as the, go-to AFK activity on the account whenever I don't have time to actually play actively. And with time, the stack of amethyst darts will grow, and whenever we do actually eventually end up getting the blowpipe, we'll be able to start using it immediately. So that's the background activity. Moving on to the actual active goals. Obviously, the very first goal is 99 strength and 85 Slayer combined with the Abyssal Whip. It's a sort of a shared goal, but it's been the goal for the longest time now on the account. Since in the last half a year or so, I've only had a couple of hours per week to play old school RuneScape. This goal has literally taken forever. But we're really close, and I think that we'll be able to sort this goal out very early on in the video. After that, I actually want to go to Guardians of the Rift to get 77 runecrafting as well as the full Remnants of the Eye outfit. The outfit is essential for any and all blood runecrafting that we'll be doing, but at the same time it will act as a sort of a shortcut for certain diary tasks as well. It's gonna take a minute, but we'll grind it out, perhaps not in one sitting, but we'll try to grind out the outfit as soon as possible and then move on to the next goal, which is Perilous Moons, the actual boss minigame, I mean not the quest. From moons, we need the full blue moon set as well as red tassets. We'll use the blue moon set in place of Arims for our mage armor, and we'll use the tassets in place of our Derek's legs. While these items are upgrades for the account in and of themselves, there's actually a secondary sort of goal that I have for them, and it has to do with barrows. After we sort out our new gear, we'll go and complete medium combat achievements for the hilt, and then we will go back to barrows after a pretty long time. We need the full Derek set to store in the stash unit in place of Arims, as well as to use for the mole, the giant mole, in the next video probably. And we also need full Varex for the combat achievement that has to do with the Calphite Queen. Now, with the rate that I am putting these videos out, and considering all of the goals that I've just laid out, this might take me forever to do. I am aware of that. So let's just say this. These are the goals that I have for the account right now and for this video. And depending on how it goes, depending on how fast we're able to take everything off, we might complete everything in this video, or I might split it into 2 separate videos. I just wanted to kind of draw a layout, a mind map, if you will, for the things that we will be focusing on the UAM for the time being, that is. So yeah, whenever we tick a goal off the list and move on to the next one, I'll go into a bit more detail with each and every one of them. But for the time being, that's the plan. And yeah, let's move on to the very first step, which is 99 strength, 85 slayer, and the Abyssal Whip. This is a really big moment for the ultimate Ironman. We are just a couple of goblin killers away from getting the prestigious, wait for it, 99 strength. And of course I did not kill the goblin on that hit. So we don't get the nice little screen here. But yeah, that's it. 99 strength has been achieved on the Ultimate Ironman. It's the 7th 99 on the account, and we are still a bit of ways away from 85 Slayer, but we are going to get the cape, put the attack style on attack, since we're going to be training that right now, and continue on with the Slayer grind until we get to 85 and then get the Abyssal Whip. Let's go get the cape. Okay, buy the skill cape of strength, 99,000 coins, sure. Yep, we have the cape. Let's obviously do the emote, because that is mandatory. Ah, 99 strength. It feels like I've been training this skill forever, but it's mostly because of the fact that I haven't really been playing all that much for the past half a year or so. But yeah, that is an amazing, amazing achievement to get out of the way. The strength cape is actually very useful as well, because it can teleport us straight to the Warriors Guild. And this is where we go and purchase cheesy potatoes whenever we need food. So yeah, this cape will come in handy. It won't just be a cosmetic that will hang in the gilded cape rack in our POH. But for the time being, let's store it here. And yeah, we have our attack XP, attack XP. We have our weaponry set to train attack experience. We are currently on a Trolls task. We still have a bit over 200k Slayer experience left to go. So let's go and grind that out. And then once we hit 85, I cannot wait to go on the Abyssal Whip grind, which I am hoping won't take us long. But you never know with grinds like these, so yeah, let's get to it. Well, it seems that I will be getting at least a couple of attack levels before we reached 85 Slayer. I mean, if I continue training attack, that is. But yeah, that is 76 attack. And that is 77 attack and 108 combat. And that is level 81 Hunter. Thank you, Birdhouse Runs. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a collection lock slot, a dust battle staff. If I'm not mistaken, it's earth and air runes. So this would essentially be a better staff to have than my Mystic Air staff, but let me quickly look it up. Okay, so yeah, this is actually a fantastic item to get on the UAM. It's rare from Dust Devils, 1 in 4,000 drop rate, and as I've mentioned, it combines air and earth runes. So it is better in terms of convenience than my Mystic Air staff as well as the earth runes in the rune pouch. What I can also do is take this to Thormac and create a Mystic Dust Staff from it, which will be, I think, in combat stats on par with the Mystic Air Battle Staff or Mystic Air Staff that I have right now. Not that it really matters because I'm not using the staff for combat either way. What all of this means is that I'll be able to free up 1 rune pouch slot for the nature runes and thus free up 1 inventory slot. Essentially permanently, I'd say. I did not expect to get this drop, but I am very happy that I did. Let's enchant the Dust Battle Staff for 30k, and now we have a Mystic Dust Staff. Nice. And we can also withdraw the Earth Runes from the rune pouch, place the Nature Runes in there, and I'll sell them off. I don't think I'll get a lot of money for them, but it'll still be something. And yeah, 1 free permanent inventory slot. Amazing. And that's 78 attack. Well, that's a nice surprise. A giant champion scroll. Cool. Cool. Let's go and kill the giant champion. And the giant champion has been defeated. 280 Slayer experience and 280 hit points XP. I think that makes it 2 total champions defeated, if I'm not mistaken. No, 3. Skeleton, Goblin, and now Giant. Slowly, very slowly, working towards that champion's cape. 78 attack. Oh, sorry, 79 attack. Level 80 attack. And 109 combat. I will be seeing you guys in just a few minutes, because we're only a few kills away from getting the ever so grindy and elusive 85 Slayer. But yeah, that's really cool. 80 attack, 109 combat. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that has been in the works for the past half a year. 85 Slayer. We can now kill Abyssal Demons and Sires, but Sire is something that I'm not gonna be worrying about for the time being. It's time to go and get our Abyssal Whip. I'm gonna clear up the inventory a little bit, and I might go barrage the Abyssal Demons in the Catacombs of Kourend. We'll see, but either way, I'm tunnel visioned right now. Let's go get that whip. We are going to be starting our Abyssal Demon KC at 2, essentially. We have 2 kills. We boosted with a Wild Pie in order to get a diary test done, if you recall from the previous video. But yeah, 2 KC, obviously no whip, so let's see how long this is gonna take us. I'm gonna be using Blood Bursts and essentially tagging all of these guys in these 2 rooms, standing around here somewhere. I've never barraged them or even, you know, burst them in this way, so it's gonna be a new experience for me as well. But yeah, this should speed up the Abyssal Whip acquisition process quite a bit. Ah, the time has finally come. Let's get our whip. It is the Abyssal Whip on KC, what is it? 52. Oh man, it looks beautiful on the ground. Ah. Yes, we did it. We have the Abyssal Whip. Let me quickly just grab it and equip it. That's it. We have the Abyssal Whip on the ultimate Ironman. The long-term goal that's taken us almost half a year, honestly, is complete. Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. It feels so good to have the whip on the UIM. So we have the whip on the UIM. It feels phenomenal. I love him already and can't wait to do some more Slayer and also, honestly, even bossing with this weapon. After some thinking, I'm gonna keep the zombie axe on me for the time being because later on in the video we are going to be doing the perilous moons, and one of the moons is weak to the crush style, so I'm gonna need a crush weapon, and since I do have the zombie axe on me already, I might as well keep it. I have some free looting bag space available, and I'll have even more once I get to the point where I'm ready to do moons, because I'll clear some of this stuff up. So it's really not a hindrance. I was thinking about keeping it long term because some certain bosses are weak to crush, and I don't really have another crush weapon if you don't count the giant sword that I can buy back from Purdue, but we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing with the zombie axe. Obviously, though, the abyssal whip is going to be the main weapon of choice for the very long foreseeable future. Just to kind of quickly go through the main numbers that we have achieved throughout this Slayer grind. 2.39 million Slayer experience and over 22 million coins. We did farm runs, or rather herb runs along the way, and we did manage to accumulate quite a few herbs. I processed most of the herbs on the spot, with the exception of, well, Toadflax, Avanto, and Torstal, so we are more than halfway to 86 herb lore. We reached 99 strength, so that's a major milestone out of the way as well, and we're currently working on attack. Whenever we go back to doing combat, I'll probably go to 85 attack, then 85 defense, and then to 99 attack. I think that's the optimal route to take. And obviously we need to train up our ranged because it's starting to lag behind. Now, once I complete all of these clues that I have on the ground and in my inventory and clear up the seeds, we will be going to the Guardians of the Rift, as well as transitioning to, well, the aforementioned new AFK activity, which is amethyst mining. So I'll need to deathbank at Aspori and then kind of figure out the inventory and equipment layout that I want to utilize in this upcoming, what will probably turn out to be a pretty long grind. I think it's around 30-ish hours of GOTR for the remnants, like the full set of remnants, and I'll definitely have 77 runecrafting by that point, so that's not something I'm worried about. So yeah, with this tangent out of the way, I guess all that's left to do is go and deathpile, complete the clue scrolls, farm all of the remaining seeds, clear out my looting bag a little bit because it's getting cramped, but there are only a few items that I'm gonna clear out for the time being at least. And then after storing everything in a stash units, by the way, you can store the whip in a stash unit. There's a stash unit specifically for the abyssal whip, which makes it that much cooler, honestly. it's such a wonderful weapon. But yeah, after getting rid of everything and clearing out my inventory and the looting bag, we'll go and start GOTR. I'll see you guys probably whenever I have the GOTR and amethyst mining flow sort of figured out. Or, you know, obviously if we get something from the 5 clues that we have to complete in total. So yeah, see you soon. On a side note, it feels very symbolic to store our Dragon Battle Axe, Slayer Helmet, and Dragon Defender into this stash unit. Yeah, very symbolic of a new, I guess, chapter on the account, the next big grind. We've managed to complete all 5 clue scrolls, so let us see what we get from the 5 caskets. Nothing special. Oh, a unique. Very nice. Ceradomin D'hide Body. Another unique, Ancient Chaps. These are pretty good. I'm getting quite lucky. And another unique, Blue D'hide Body G. Okay, and the final casket? No uniques. But we got 3 collection lock slots, 3 unique items from 5 caskets, so I'd say that's pretty lucky. And a bunch of alkables as well. I missed my, I guess, skilling... Well, it's not a skilling outfit, but this whole skilling empty inventory, farming and doing anything but combat vibe. I've really missed this. This is so much fun, just doing a normal, simple farm run, refilling my compost bins and doing everything with a semi-empty inventory. It's the little things in life, right? This took me much longer than I would want to admit, getting the spin chap specifically. The last hide from the ranged Dagonoths was an absolute pain in the ass, if I'm being completely honest with you, but yeah, we got all 3 items for the stash unit. Let's build it and let's store the whip inside. Progress. So this will essentially be the layout, the inventory layout and the equipment that I'll be taking into Guardians of the Rift. I know that it's not ideal and it's a bit all over the place, but remember that I will also be doing amethyst mining at the same time as the AFK activity of choice. So I have my rune pouches, I have runes for NPC contact, I need to get on the lunar spellbook. These items here aren't ideal because they take up inventory space, but if I want to do a birdhouse run, for example, or if, you know, something comes up, I'll be able to quickly get around the map without needing to perform some, you know, teleportation gymnastics, essentially. Yeah, I don't need the explorer's ring though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In regards to the equipment, pretty standard stuff. I have the Native's Knot helmet and rune boots because I took the dragon pickaxe out of the stash unit. I could drop them or alch them and then purchase them again separately. I might do that depending on how my run energy goes down, or replenishes rather, because I could exchange these 2 slots for a couple of pieces of graceful. But I don't think that run energy is going to be a problem, so for the time being I'm going to keep it this way. I have my expert mining gloves for amethyst mining, so there will be a couple, I think at least a couple of inventory spots taken up as well. So the amethyst darts and I think a chisel, but you do also need a chisel for GOTR if I remember correctly. So I guess without further ado we can go and start grinding Guardians of the Rift. To be completely honest with you, I don't remember nearly anything about how that minigame is played. I have played it enough to get the outfit on my main, but it was some time ago and it always seemed very complex to me, if that makes sense. I know that, you know, after a couple of games, I'll get around to actually, you know, remembering stuff and then it kind of becoming more streamlined. But yeah, I really need to remember how it's played. And I know that they made some changes to make the minigame a bit easier, if that makes sense, or to kind of streamline the actual gameplay. We'll see. I've played before the changes, so I have no idea how they'll impact the gameplay itself. I considered soloing, doing solo Guardians of the Rift, but that honestly looks like rocket science to me, so I think I'll just stick with the normal group-based activity. One more thing, towards the end of the video we will also spin the Wheel of Challenges and complete a challenge. I've been pondering on whether or not I should keep that activity in these videos, because naturally the videos have become, or the playlist has become more of a UIM progress rather than, you know, specific challenges. So I'll think about it a bit more, but either way, since we did set the goal to get the Abyssal Whip, and after that spin the Wheel of Challenges, I will do that and I'll complete the challenge in this video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me hop worlds and get started with Guardians of the Rift. Wish me luck. Okay, so what I really only needed was one game, and I remember how Guardians of the Rift is played. It's pretty simple. It was actually pretty simple to remember, and the whole, I guess, game flow is pretty simple in and of itself. I don't know why I made such a big deal out of it, but I remembered that I did not change my spellbook, so let me quickly do that and go back to Guardians of the Rift to continue closing some rifts. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys whenever anything or something or anything interesting happens. Oh, and I also remembered to reset my runecrafting XP to see how much XP we actually end up getting. I only played a couple of games, so I know that the XP that I got already is pretty negligible. So we'll see how much runecraft XP will end up with after we're finished with this grind. And with the end of this game, we got 74 runecraft, the very first level of this grind. 75 runecraft. We can now use giant pouches. So I'm gonna finish off this GOTR game and then go and get my giant pouch. We're currently getting about 43-44k XP per hour. I also thought about what I want to do regarding the reward pulls from the actual GOTR, like the minigame. At first, I thought I would just do all 700 or 800 pulls at once, but I do want to get the Abyssal Needle to make the Colossal Pouch. I think that would make the games much smoother and easier to manage inventory-wise. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing is essentially collecting like 200 or 250 reward points and then use them up. And we might get runes, we might even get enough pearls for at least one of the pieces for the outfit. That would be an extra inventory slot, but I'm okay with it because the needle is 1 in 300 drop rate. So I guess I'm just gonna bet on getting lucky because I think it's actually worth it. We'll see. Whenever we get to around 2 or 250 points total, we'll see how we feel at that point in time, and then we'll decide on what we want to do. And that's our giant pouch done. Level 76 runecraft. One more level left to go until blood runes. I've also thought about the rewards, and I've come to the, I guess, conclusion that I do want to get the Abyssal Needle as soon as possible. I don't recall if I mentioned this, but it's 1 in 300 drop rate. I have 120, well, 125, let's say, reward points currently. So whenever I reach 150 or around 200, I will try to go for the needle. I don't know if it's going to be a good idea, simply because I might get the dye or even some other items that I would want to keep, and the inventory space is pretty limited. I could, I guess, death pile, or rather do Hespori, but I don't really know what I want to do with the dyes, so that's gonna be a bit awkward, I think. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think the benefit of actually getting the needle and making the Colossal Pouch and saving 3 whole inventory slots outweighs the, I guess, potential negatives of this situation. So I guess I'll be back whenever I go and actually draw from the reward pool, and we'll see if we get lucky. Level 77 runecraft. We can now make blood runes. So once we get our Raiments of the Eye outfit, we'll be able to go and start crafting blood runes. Whenever we actually get around to doing it, that is. Well, we could do it at any point after 77, but what I meant to say is that we'll be able to start doing it efficiently, because we'll be getting many more blood runes than we would without the outfit. With the end of this game, we will have over 200 reward pulls in total, 201 specifically. We've closed 70 rifts, so we played 70 games, and yeah, since we reached 200, I think that I'll hop worlds to a bit of a quieter world and then get to actually getting some rewards. Now we will also be getting some collection logs. What we're going for specifically is the Abyssal Needle. Once we have that, we will be able to make the Colossal Pouch, and whenever we don't need it anymore, we can drop it and then use a simple needle in the future to make the Colossal Pouch once again. The Abyssal Lantern is an interesting one. I would love to get it because I would be able to use it both currently in this grind specifically, but at the same time it's a bit of a paradox because if I'm not mistaken, I could sell it for 1500 pearls to Apprentice Felix, and that would be more than enough pearls for the full GOTR outfit, which is, if my math is right, around 1350 Abyssal Pearls. So yeah, that's an interesting item. I don't think I'll get it because, well, it's quite rare, but it would shake things up and shake this grind up a little bit, that's for sure. Other than that, if we end up getting any of the dyes, I'll trade them in for Abyssal Pearls as well, because we might end up grinding GOTR in the future for the full collection log, and we'll definitely get more dyes then. But if I get, let's say, a single green dye and then dye one of the GOTR outfit pieces, I won't be able to take it out of my POH storage. So it's very counterintuitive for UIMs. You need to either get 3 or 4 dyes that you can trade in and make a single colored set, or, you know, hold on to dyes for indefinitely, which wouldn't make any sense. And then obviously you have the pet, the catalytic talisman, and a few other miscellaneous items that we don't necessarily need or are looking to get. So I guess without any further ado, let me go and start searching the reward guardian, and then whenever we get something or anything, I'll come back with an update. Already a collection log, an intricate pouch. I think you can get runes from it, if I'm not mistaken, and nothing, or maybe even abyssal pearls as well, which oh. Are you kidding me, dude? We got the abyssal needle. Holy moly. Oh my god, dude. 9 searches. 9 searches for the abyssal needle and 3 collection log slots. This is crazy. I did not expect it. We got the main item that we were looking for, and we still have 190 searches basically to go. So yeah, I think we just continue with the searches, and yeah, if we get anything more interesting, I'll come back and check in. But for now, I think the main goal are the abyssal pearls, to get enough for one or probably for a single outfit piece. We'll see how it goes. Actually, before I continue with the searches, let me just go ahead and make the colossal pouch. Yes, combine them. And that's it. The colossal pouch has been made. We have it forever, essentially. So yeah, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, another collection lock slot, the catalytic talisman. We don't really have any uses for this item, but yeah, it's cool to get. And we get our first dye. Yeah, let's see if we get another. And if we don't, I think that, yeah, I will most likely be trading this in for abyssal pearls. But yeah, let's not rush things and see how this goes. And that's it. That is it. We have searched 201 rifts in total, and our log currently looks like this. So we got 5 collection log slots from 201 searches. That's honestly crazy. And yes, we only got a single dye, so we will be trading this in to Felix. And how many abyssal pearls does he give us? Let's see. 50 abyssal pearls. Yeah, sure. Let's sell the dye, and that's done. So we currently have close to 600, well, 5,500 abyssal pearls. Let me just quickly check how many pearls does each piece cost. Yeah, let me think about it, and I'll come back when I've made a decision on what I want to do and which, I guess, piece of the outfit I want to purchase first. Okay, so you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and purchase the Hat of the Eye. This is simply because, well, first of all, it's the most expensive item, costing 400 abyssal pearls, so I'll have it out of the way. I will alch the Helm of Natin's Knot and then purchase another one whenever we want to store our items back into the stash unit, the Dragon Pickaxe and the Rune Boots. But another reason for me purchasing the hat is because we'll be able to, I guess, attune it, or attune the catalytic tiara or the talisman to the hat. So I need to make the catalytic tiara, and then attune it to the hat, and it will remain attuned, and we'll be able to enjoy the effects of this talisman without actually having to hold on to it or needing it in the future. So yeah, I think that's definitely the play here. Let us purchase the Hat of the Eye, a collection lock slot, and our very first piece of the GOTR outfit. That's really cool. We have 162 Abyssal Pearls remaining, so we'll hold on to these, and then I'll go and sell off some of the runes that I've received, which is quite a lot, honestly. Actually, let me do a price check. So this is not gonna be super accurate because I also received, like, I want to say maybe 1200 cosmic runes and 180 astral runes, but yeah, it's around 1.3 million GP in runes. So that's pretty good. Obviously, I'll keep some of the runes on me, like the laws and, you know, the bloods. I'll store in the looting bag, but I'll sell off the rest because I don't really need them. And yeah, I guess I'll go run these errands, create the catalytic tiara, attune it to the hat, and after selling the runes, I'll go back to Guardians of the Rift and continue grinding out the full outfit. I am so happy about the Colossal Pouch. This has been a very successful rewards pull. It's gonna save me a lot of both inventory as well as clicking, inventory space as well as clicking throughout the actual games to come. If I'm not mistaken, all I need to do is create a gold tiara and then use the catalytic talisman on it. No. Okay, let me look this up. Right, I need to do this at a catalytic altar, and I think the best place for me to go and actually do that would be the Blood Rune altar in Kourend. So yeah, let me just go and do that. I accidentally deleted the recording, but yeah, the blood altar in Kourend doesn't work. And it even says so on the wiki. So what I did is I teleported to GOTR and purchased a body talisman for 10 Abyssal Pearls. It's probably the cheapest talisman that I could have gotten. So let's go to the body altar and use the catalytic talisman on it in order to create our catalytic tiara. And then if I use the tiara on the hat, you attune your hat to the power of the tiara. That's it. That's it. We don't need the tiara anymore. We can drop it, and we have an attuned Hat of the Eye. Yeah, if we check it, currently attuned to a catalytic tiara. Fantastic. This has been a very successful reward excursion, I guess. The Colossal Pouch, a lot of Abyssal Pearls, a lot of runes, and obviously the attuned Hat of the Eye. Fantastic. So let me go sell the runes and then go back to GOTR. Don't mind me mining iron ore, but I just thought I'd complete level 97 mining here. Yeah, that's really cool. Getting some, well, I want to say decent experience from amethyst mining, but it is very slow. But still, that's, you know, 97 mining, so making progress on the account, which is the only thing that matters. Apart from having fun, of course. Just got a Gothic Smiter from a medium clue casket, and this is actually a really good item for me to have, because I can now build a stash unit to store my rune crossbow and the climbing boots. Well, the boots aren't really that important, but I'll be able to store the actual crossbow and free up, oh yeah, it's at Hespori, and essentially free up an inventory / looting bag space. So yeah, that's really cool. I might actually just go and build a stash unit right now because I have the rune crossbow at Hespori and I can just purchase the climbing boots very quickly. So yeah, I'll go do that. Stash unit built and items stored. 78 runecraft. Well, it looks like I will need to find a new AFK activity. I have 16,000 amethyst dart tips. That's the limit that you can store in the blowpipe. So yeah, I don't really plan on keeping any spares in the looting bag. I think that 16k amethyst darts are going to be more than enough for quite a while. So let me go and make these darts. And yeah, we'll have this AFK grind completed. Well, this was a really silly thing to do in one sitting, but that's 16,000 amethyst dart tips officially made. We've gained 336,000 fletching experience at nearly 2 million XP per hour. These rates are crazy. We've spent 52 KGP on feathers, and the total GE value of all of these amethyst darts is 6.5 million GP. Of course, that doesn't really matter to us, but yeah. So these darts are gonna stay at the bottom of my inventory. I'm gonna deposit the remainder of the GP back into Nightmare Zone. And yeah, I guess we'll figure out another AFK activity to do on the account. 79 Runecraft. Well, that's a collection log slot unlocked. I've decided to do forestry as my AFK activity of choice. So yeah, I'll do a bit of woodcutting and I'll do a bit of forestry, I guess. First woodcutting level of the AFK grind, level 86 woodcutting. 87 woodcutting. So I got a little bit carried away with forestry and I have enough peasant tail feathers to create the full outfit. So let me just quickly do that. And the cape. So that's 4 collection log slots. That's pretty cool, and I can store this full outfit in my POH. And I'm gonna go do that, and at the same time make a beehive from the sturdy beehive parts as well. I think I'm gonna make style 1, because that's the classic type of beehive. And can I actually make another one? Yes, I can. So style 2. Fantastic. I have 2 beehives in my POH. It looks a bit weird. I might remove one afterwards, but for the time being, I think I'm gonna keep them. Keep them both, that is. And yeah, that's it. Now, when I get sturdy beehive parts, I can trade them in for anima bark, as well as the remaining pheasant tail feathers. So that's some inventory space cleared up. I'm gonna go actually do that, clear up the rest of the inventory, and go back to GOTR for the time being. Here's a really big level coming in. Level 80 Runecraft. Nothing special with this level, we can't really make extra runes or anything, but it's a really pretty number, so yeah, it's a cool milestone. I've collected 200 elemental and catalytic energy each, so that's 200 additional pulls from the rewards guardian. I think I'm gonna go do that right now and see if we get any unique rewards, as well as how close we'll be after all of the pulls to getting the full outfit done. Wish me luck. Oh, okay. Abyssal red dye. So that's a new dye added to the collection log. Pretty cool. Okay, that's all 200 searches, 401 searches in total, and we got a lot of talismans, but the only notable item that we received is the Abyssal red dye, which is a brand new collection log. Yeah, so we have had 2 dyes already, but I am going to sell this dye for additional abyssal pearls, because I would need 3 of them, I think, or 4 of them. I think it's 3 of them, in order to recolor the outfit. So that's probably not gonna happen, and whenever I actually want to have the outfit recolors, even though it's gonna be a long time for now, I'll be able to come back and actually reacquire the dyes, so I'm not too worried about it. 50 abyssal pearls. Yes, please and thank you. And I currently have 669 abyssal pearls in total. I need 950 if my math is right, so I'm gonna be a bit short, but I think I can purchase the robe top or the robe bottom, as well as the boots of the eye. So let me just quickly do this, and I have enough abyssal pearls for the boots as well. All that's left for me to acquire now are the robe bottoms. 350, I need around 300 pearls, additional pearls. It's not too far off, so I'll be able to get around to doing that pretty soon. But yeah, that's the bigger part of the outfit done. Looks pretty cool. As far as the rewards of the actual pulls is concerned, it says 100 pulls. I'm not sure why that's the case, maybe because I did big searches, but I think this is the loot from all of the 401 pulls in total. So yeah, for reference, with the intricate pouches and the actual pulls themselves. Since I started shopping magic logs, because I have all of the U logs that I need for all of the rewards. So yeah, since I started chopping magic logs, I need to run a further distance to the actual trees. So what I think I'm gonna do is purchase one of the rewards, the log basket. I have enough logs to purchase it, and I'll be able to store it afterwards in my POH. So this is a permanent upgrade. It will allow me to store up to 28 additional logs in the inventory, and with doing forestry with an inventory layout like this, it's gonna be very useful. So yeah, buy one, and that's it. A collection log slot unlocked. 88 woodcutting. Nearly missed it, but that's level 81 runecraft. Oh wow, that was unexpected. I just got the golden pheasant egg from the event. Okay, give me a second. Let me finish this off, and then we'll see if we can actually have any use for this. Right, so this is a tad bit awkward because this is 1 in 1500 drop rate from the pheasant event. I can also purchase the golden pheasant egg from the forester, but it costs 75,000 anima bark. That's a lot of bark. The thing is that this egg is used for the metamorphosis of the beaver pet. And if I go to my collection log and to skilling pets, you can see that I do not own a beaver pet. So I could sell this to the forestry shop for 250 anima bark and acquire it or reacquire it in the future whenever I do actually get the beaver pet. It sounds fine on paper, but knowing my luck, as soon as I sell this, I will get the pet in the next 10k woodcutting XP. So what I think that I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep it for the time being in my inventory. It will take up a slot, but that's okay. I'll keep it for a little bit, and whenever I actually finish off with Guardians of the Rift and a few other, I guess, goals or tasks that I want to complete on the account, and whenever I need the inventory space, I'll sell it. Why keep it in the first place? Pretty simple. I will be doing forestry in my downtime or whenever I have some AFK time, so there is a slight chance that I would get the beaver pet, and if I do, I would not forgive myself if I had actually sold this by that point. So yeah, this is gonna stay in the inventory for a little bit, and I guess all that I can really do now is hope to get lucky with the pet. Either way, it's a really cool drop to get, a really cool collection log slot. And that is level 89 woodcutting. Level 82 runecraft. This is going to be the final level that we will get on this grind, because we are very close to having enough abyssal pearls for the final piece of the outfit. So I'll see you soon. And that is it. We have enough abyssal pearls for the final piece of the Guardians of the Rift outfit. Let me just hop to a more quieter world and finish off this grind officially. Okay, so Apprentice Felix. Let me just quickly double, triple, quadruple check that I will be buying the actual piece that I need, the robe bottoms of the eye. Yes, robe bottoms of the eye, 350 abyssal pearls. We are officially done with the Guardians of the Rift, at least for the time being and for the foreseeable future. Oh man, this was a grind. This took a minute, simply because of my inventory layout and me not having 85 runecraft to store more essence in the colossal pouch. a bit differently than it was with my main. The grind didn't really drag on, to be completely honest with you. I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it, because, well, that would be putting it strongly, but it wasn't a drag either. In total, we've gained a bit over 1.4 million Runecraft XP. That's a lot of XP. We're at level 82, just barely, and what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the runecrafting grind up until 99 is blood runes, most probably. I will be coming back to Guardians of the Rift eventually, because I do want to finish off the collection log, but that's gonna be in the far, far future. I don't think we're gonna worry about it for a very long time. Throughout this grind, as you've probably noticed, we also did a lot of wood cutting. I have quite a bit of anima bark and leaves stored in my forester's kit, so we'll be able to purchase a lot of these rewards. I've nearly finished out grinding all of the logs needed for the rewards, except obviously for redwoods, but we are going to be AFKing woodcutting / forestry for a bit longer, simply because that's pretty AFK to do, especially once we unlock redwoods, and I'm still hoping to get lucky with the beaver pet. Well, maybe not seriously hoping, but it would be pretty cool, because we'd be able to actually use this golden pheasant egg instead of having to repurchase it in the future for 75k anima bark, which would be a pain in the butt to grind out, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, fantastic. This is what the Guardians of the Rift collection log looks like. 556 searches, 194 rifts closed for the full outfit. We got a couple of dice, we got the needle, we did not get the abyssal lantern. I was somewhat reluctantly hoping to get it, but that did not happen. I'll throw up the rewards on screen, but in total we got nearly 4 million-ish GP worth of loot, so that's a pretty nice addition to the account, especially rune-wise. But yeah, so what is the plan now? So I'm gonna go and store the outfit. I will go and get the lumberjack outfit from the temple trekking minigame, simply because I think it's macro efficient to do so, since I will be doing some more forestry moving forward, and it's obviously a much better idea to get it from temple trekking than forestry. And then we'll arrange our inventory to go and start doing moons for the blue moon set as well as the blood tacits. I am very, very excited to leave this place, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, I will miss it in a very, very weird masochistic way, so I think I'm having Stockholm Syndrome already. But yeah, Guardians of the Rift, I will be back sometime in the very distant future. That is the first piece of the lumberjack outfit done. Second piece done. Piece number 3. And that is the final piece of the lumberjack outfit. Let me evade this encounter, teleport to safety from the guests, and wear the full lumberjack. Fantastic. So I'll be able to wear this and use this whenever I go and do forestry now. Amazing. Moving on. That is level 90 woodcutting. Oh, that feels good. We have redwood trees unlocked. Fantastic, one of the best AFK training activities in the game. So we will get around to doing redwoods as well in this video, I think, but I still need around 500 maple logs in order to, I guess, max out the logs that I need for the forestry rewards. So I'm gonna finish this off and then get myself to redwoods. Feels good. That is the first redwood log on the account, and an elite task in the Kourend and Kebos area. Many more to come. 91 woodcutting. And so I am making my way to the moons to start the grind for the blood tacits as well as the full blue moon set. I know what this looks like. I know what this looks like. I know what this entire setup looks like, and I definitely know what my inventory looks like, so feel free to bully me in the comments. I know. But I am going to try and do moons with this type of an inventory / setup, and we'll see how it goes. These 3 items, I think, in my inventory are the, I guess, caveats that stand out the most. I'm not dropping the egg because of the reasons mentioned earlier. The 19 ancient shards, I just can't drop them, dude. I know that I'll need to charge my arc light whenever I actually get to, I guess, grinding out tormented demons, or doing while Guthy sleeps and then grinding out tormented demons for the synapse, but it might happen sooner rather than later, so I'm keeping them on me for the time being. And the crystal shards are probably the item that I could definitely drop, but again, I do want to start grinding CG sooner than later. So I thought that, you know, I just keep them here because they would start piling up pretty fast as well. It might be very silly and borderline obnoxious of me to think that I will be able to do moons with this type of an inventory layout, especially seeing that moons do also drop drops as well. But I'm trying not to overthink it and just take it as I go. You know, whenever we see that we are in trouble, we are going to rearrange something. We're gonna make something work. My looting bag is full, so that's a bit inconvenient as well, but we'll make do. I have the Tome of Fire equipped because I can't really take the Dragon Defender out of the stash unit without taking the Slayer Helmet as well as the Dragon Battle Axe together with it. So yeah, that would mean an extra inventory slot, even if I don't, you know, use the Helm of Nadia's Knot, changed up with the Slayer Helm, and so on. So, wish this very, very silly UIM luck, and we'll see how it goes, and we might have to adjust, but that's perfectly fine. Let's do this. I apparently hadn't checked the moon chest after my first KC during the quest. I did it just now, and yeah, a medium combat task as well as atlatl darts for the collection log. Okay, so this definitely wasn't that bad. I think that the food that I have, or the pre-inventory that I have for the food and the potions, is going to be enough for the time being. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna get items, so the inventory is going to be filling out. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. But yeah, so this is the second KC, but first, I guess, official KC of the grind. Let's claim it. Nice. Also, as a side note, I won't be showing all of the KCs because there is absolutely no point in doing that, especially seeing that this video is gonna be really long. So I'll come back whenever anything interesting happens or we get an actual drop. And I'll obviously sprinkle some woodcutting content in between. Oh, 2 combat achievements. Nice. I will need the combat achievements for the medium tier of the achievements for our Barrows grind. Next unlock in 7 points, so only 7 points to go. We're gonna be able to get that out of the way very easily, I think. Combat achievements is something that I didn't really think about when it comes to moons, but I do want to complete as many of them as possible. I think we'll get a lot of them passively, but depending on the circumstance, we'll also get out of our way, I guess, so to speak, to complete certain specific ones. And that is a medium combat task for killing all of the moons with a dragon scimitar. Yeah, I had to teleport out. It's a long story, but we are currently 2 points away from the medium combat diary completion. And we got the 2 points. I forgot that this is KC number 5, so that's the medium combat diary tier completed. Whenever we go and claim the rewards from Gommel, we'll be able to go and do Barrows whilst wielding the offhand reward and not lose any prayer points while in the crypt. Completing some combat achievements. I'm not showing all of them, only showing the interesting ones, but if I'm not mistaken, let me quickly check. 8 out of 12 completed. Apologies for the voice, I'm really sick at the moment, but all that we have left to do is, yeah, the perfect run, so to speak, with associated weapons, all 3 moons in under 6 minutes, and open the chest 25 times. This is KC number 14. 81 attack. Okay, Eclipse Moon Tassets, the very first item of the grind, KC 20. This is the ranged tassets, right? I'm not sure if I need these. I don't think I'm gonna keep them. I plan to drop everything that I get from the Eclipse Moon over to the main, but I guess we'll see. This is going to be KC number 25, or rather chest number 25. Whatever we get from it, I'm gonna teleport out and clear out my inventory a little bit. Yeah, and we get the hard combat task, Perilous Champion. Okay, so I'll put the loot up on screen of the drops that we've gotten in 25 KC, but apart from the Eclipse tacits, it's nothing special. Combat task wise, we have 9 out of 12 tasks completed, and we still need to complete the one where we don't take any damage from the special attacks. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm gonna clear out my inventory and continue with the grind. Actually, you know what? I am going to keep the tacits, but I am going to drop the Carol's leather skirt, because I don't get any set bonus from having Carol's, so I can just swap out the leather skirt for the tacits and use them as a standalone item without any set effects. It is a bit of a downgrade when it comes to defense, but it has +1 melee strength, I think. So yeah, I'm sorry for this being so random and all over the place, but I'm really struggling with making the decisions here, so bear with me, but I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna keep this and drop the Carol's leather skirt. Yes, I finally got the Perilous Dancer achievement. I think it's KC 35 or 34 perhaps. But yeah, that's done, the quote-unquote perfect run. Amazing. Oh, 93 HP. Yes, Moons of Peril Speed Chaser. I was trying to get this combat task done for quite a while now. I even bought the Dragon Dagger for the Eclipse Moon, and we got it. What that essentially means is that we only have one last task to do, and that task is to kill one of the moons, where is it, with its associated weapon drop. So whenever we get the weapon, we're gonna kill the associated moon with it, and we'll be done with the combat achievements for the Perilous Moons. Do we get anything interesting? We did not. 44 KC. I'd completely forgotten about this, but we can talk to Gommel and claim our medium combat achievement diary rewards. I think I've completed a tier, and yes please. Okay, Gommel's healed too, so we'll be able to wield this and negate the Barrow's Prayer Drain effect, and we get a lamp. Obviously we put the XP on Herblore, 10k. Nice. I just noticed this, but we are exactly 200 total levels away from a maxed account. Sailing is going to be coming into the game pretty soon, at least that's the plan I think, so we obviously won't be able to max the EUIM up until that point, but yeah, it's still a pretty fun fact. Oh my god. Yes, dude, KC57, second drop, the Blood Moon Tacits. This is exactly the drop that we've been going for. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is so good. Okay, so all that we need now, technically, is the full Blue Moon set. And honestly, I'm kind of considering just going for the Blue Moon exclusively. I think that makes the most sense. I'll think about it in the next few minutes, but yeah, I'm very happy with this drop. Yeah, you know what? I think that I'm gonna do just that. I'm only going to be going for the Blue Moon now, because I have the Eclipse Moon Tacits, which have replaced my Carol's leather skirt, and I have the Blood Moon Tacits that will replace the Darok's legs. So technically I could be going for the Eclipse top as well, but I don't really think that I'm going to need it for at least for a while, because I will be going for Crystal in the near-ish future. So in the spirit of getting this video completed this year, I think that I'm just gonna be going for the Blue Moon, getting the full set, and then building the stash unit and storing it there. And we'll be able to move on to the final goal of this video, Barrows. So let's see how it goes. And that is level 82 attack, as well as 110 combat. Just surpassed 100 KC, or 100 chests, no items. But doing the Blue Moon, and only the Blue Moon, is actually so much faster. So yeah, I hope that this is not gonna take very long. I have been bringing all of the herbs that I get from the moons over to the mixology minigame area, and I've been making the pastes as well as depositing them into the hopper. I've maxed out the Mox Regent, very close to maxing out Aga with Irits, and then Lai, yeah, probably I'm gonna do Avantos. So whenever we start off with mixology, I'll have a pretty good, I guess, starting base. I also decided to go ahead and build the actual Master Stash unit for the Blue Moon armor. Just get it out of the way because, well, currently I have some inventory space free, and whenever I get the armor, I might have to juggle some things. So that's done, and now all that's left to do is get all 4 of the pieces of the Blue Moon. I'm at 130 something KC. What is it? 134. And yeah, still no drops since the Blood Moon Tacits. Only doing the Blue Moon now. Oh my god, it exists. I exited the interface out of pure habit, but we just got the Blue Moon Helm at 156 KC. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice to see. At 169 KC, I would have went 2 times dry, so yeah, this is a sight for sore eyes. Nice. 83 attack. I missed it, but just advanced an attack level. 84. So 1 more attack level and then we'll be switching off to, or switching to defense. Also up until 85. Oh my god, it actually exists. Holy... I'm not gonna say it. We got an item, dude. We actually got the Blue Moon Spear, 322 KC. Oh my god. I think the last drop was what at 157, so that's 3 times the drop rate? 2 times? 2.5 times? Oh, this feels so good. This feels so good. And it's a great item to get. We'll be able to complete the final combat achievement that we have left with the moons. And this guy celebrating with us. This is so nice. And that is the last combat achievement at Moon's done, Betrayal. So if we take a look at the combat tasks, 1 second. Yeah, if we take a look at the combat tasks, bosses, and moons, we're done. 12 out of 12. So all that we need to do in this place right now is to get the final 2 pieces of the Blue Moon set. And we'll be free. One really cool thing that has come from this Moon's grind are the maple seeds and the yew seeds. And speaking of which, we have officially reached level 98 farming, so only 1 level left to go until I have a 99 in my favorite skill of all time. I also want to take this time to address the, I guess, elephant in the room when it comes to the Blood Moon weapon, the dual Makuhiro. I'm not sure if it's pronounced that way, but yeah, the Blood Moon weapon. I could have gone for it, and that would have definitely helped with the Blue Moon grind, because it does have the, I guess, crush style with attack experience, while I'm using the slash style. The Blue Moon is weak to crush. But it's kind of a sunk cost fallacy at this point, because I'm missing 2 items, and going or adding Blood Moon into this roster, into my, I guess, run, would really prolong the process much further. So while I made the mistake of not going for the, what do you call them, the dual Makuhiro from the very beginning, at this point I don't think it's worth it for me to switch up and go for it. So yeah, just wanted to address that. Yes, dude, yes. The Blue Moon chest plate. KC 437. I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting a little bit burned out from the grind. If you can see, 437, that's like what, 110-ish KC since the last drop. I've been getting somewhat unlucky, I guess, with the item drops. When I say unlucky, I'm referring to the fact that I think that a drop is 1 in 56, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if that's the case, if my sources are correct, then I'm getting pretty unlucky. But this is the penultimate item that we need from the moons. And what that means is that any KC after this, we might be done. 437. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that this grind would be over much sooner, and it has definitely taken me a minute. The KC kind of speaks for itself, but you know what? It is what it is, and let's just get this over with the final item, the Blue Moon Bottoms. I really hope that I'll get lucky with these. And that's level 85 attack and 111 combat. So we are officially transitioning to defense training. We'll go to 85 as well, and then we'll essentially rush 99 attack. 76 defense. And that's level 92 woodcutting, halfway to 99. I'm back at yew trees because I'm collecting anima bark. And I'm pretty close to having enough, where is it? Enough anima bark for all of the rewards except the golden pheasant egg and the fox whistle. I need 55,500 anima bark. So I'm gonna stay here for a little while and collect the rest of the anima bark needed. And then I'll go back to redwoods. Oh my god, dude, it actually happened. Oh my god, we're free! I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it. We actually got the full Blue Moon set. KC 449. Where is it? Where is it? Moons of Peril. 549. Oh my god, it exists! We are done! We're finally done! Oh man, I have some things to tell you guys. Okay, I've gathered my bearings a little bit. I can't believe it. We are done. We're done with the Moons of Peril. We have the full Blue Moon set completed. I'll put up the loot that I've received in the 549 lunar chests. The number is crazy to even say out loud, but yeah, that's the loot. 24.6 million worth. Of course, with the Blood Moon Tassets being the highest valued item. We've gotten quite a few herbs throughout this grind. Almost 1300 Arrowlanders, and I didn't keep any of them. I only added as much to the mixology minigame as, you know, as you could store. I think it's like 3000 dye or essence, whatever it's called. But yeah, I didn't keep the rest. If I had known that this grind would take this long, I would have definitely kept the Arrowlanders for the mixology minigame. But that's kind of the point, right? It's sunk cost fallacy at some point where I literally couldn't have predicted that I would go this dry on the Blue Moon items. The elephant in the room obviously are the Atlatl darts. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'm probably going to keep them at least for a while because I will be going for the Eclipse set sometime in the future, and I'll either keep them or start high alching them because they are worth around 3.7 million GP if alked. So if I decide to do high alchemy whilst doing agility or something, yeah, this is my go-to item now. We have a bit over 72,000 blessed bone shards. I will be going to the Colosseum to get Sunfire splinters from wave 1, making Sunfire wines and then using up all of these bone shards. I don't recall the exact XP that I will be getting from this, but I think it's around 350 or 60,000-ish experience, which is absolutely crazy at this point in my, I guess, account, or with this prayer level. I have to say, it feels incredible to be done with this grind. It feels absolutely incredible. I'm so happy to not have to see this place, at least for a little while, and be free from this prison that I've essentially designed for myself. The very first thing that we're gonna do now, obviously, is go and store the Blue Moon set in the stash unit. So let's go do that. Also, just to give you guys an idea of the magnitude of this grind, I am rank 88 of all Ultimate Ironmen who've done Wounds of Peril with this KC. So 549 KC means that I'm top 100 UIMs for completing, I guess, Wounds of Peril. It does feel a little bit like cheating in the sense that I only did the Blue Moon for the past, what, 500 KC? That's crazy to say out loud. But yeah, still, we're top 100, so that's pretty cool. And the moment of truth, let us store the Blue Moon set in the stash unit and be done with it. Oh man, this feels so good. I cannot begin to tell you how relieved I feel. Now, throughout this grind, we've also gotten a lot of experience. I didn't track any of it on the tracker because, again, I didn't expect to go this try. But we've reached 85 attack and switched to defense. So we're gonna go, I think I mentioned this already, but we're gonna go to 85 defense now and then rush 99 attack afterwards. What I'm gonna do now is clear up my inventory as much as possible. Probably go Death Bank at Aspori and then work on these Blessed Bone Shards. Well, I still need to complete the Coliseum for the Sunfire Splinters, so I guess maybe we'll start with that. This should be Coliseum Wave 1 completed, which means we get 80 Sunfire Splinters. We are going to claim this, confirm, and yeah, let's get a brand new collection log. Nice. Now we only need to do this 3 more times. And that should be it. Yes, claim, confirm, 400 Sunfire Splinters. That is going to be more than enough for using up all of the Blessed Bone Shards. We've got everything set up to use up the Blessed Bone Shards. We have the Blessed Sunfire Wines. Let's get to it, I guess. 75 Prayer. We can now wield the Elysian Spirit Shield. I think that's a long ways off. 76 Prayer. 77 Prayer. And that is officially the last of the Blessed Bone Shards. Not quite a level, but very close to level 78 Prayer. A bit over 1 million prayer experience per hour. That is absolutely crazy. I had to reset the tracker because I did this in a couple of sessions, but in this session we got 328,000 experience. In the last one we got around 100k, so around 430-ish thousand prayer experience. That is amazing. With all of that said and done, I think we are ready to go and start the final grind of this video, Barrows. So let me go gear up and then I'll talk about the actual process and what our goals are. So I think we have our gear ready for Barrows. This is the loadout that I will be using. Full ARAMs, I contemplated on using Infinity, but ARAMs has better defense bonuses, which will be useful for the likes of Varrock and, you know, any iffy situations that we might get into. ARAMs is degradable, but I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue cash stack wise. I'm also keeping the Infinity Boots and the Bando's Cloak on to save up some inventory space. Well, I can store the Infinity Boots, but those will give me some magic bonus. And the cloak, yeah, my looting bag is completely full. So this is what I'm working with. I could store the whip and free up 3 inventory spots. I might do that, but for the time being, I do want to use this weapon with ARAMs and with getting the, I guess, percentage, reward percentage up. Because we got it, we haven't used it. Put it on defensive. Yeah. Got my Gommel's hilt too. That's what I'm gonna be wearing. I could flick, like switch to the hilt when the prayer draining effect procs, but that's way too sweaty for me, especially after the Moon's grind. will free up an inventory space when we get rid of the teak seeds. I could also drop the arum staff because I won't be needing it. I will be alking or dropping the arums over to the main because, well, we will be storing Darox in the stash unit. And since we have full blue moon now, we don't necessarily need arums anymore. But I'm gonna hold on to it for the time being, just in case, you know, I want to switch up activities or do something else, or if we go extremely dry, you never know. I also contemplated on using super attacks and super strength pots, but I don't think that'll be necessary. I will be using the Warped Scepter. I know that barrows are weak to air spells, but I have a lot of charges, yeah, over 8k charges on the Scepter. I think it's gonna do the job just fine, and in the interest of saving up some runes, we'll try the Warped Scepter route. We'll see how it goes. Combat task-wise, I think that my Barrows tasks are all completed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7 out of 7 completed. And when it comes to the collection log, this is what our Barrows chests look like. 575 KC. I did one extra KC after the previous grind. Didn't get nothing, but yeah, 575 KC. 20 out of 25 items received. But we will need to receive a third Darox plate body to finish off this grind. And the third Varix flail, actually. So I'm a bit sad that I dropped them, but yeah, I didn't plan that far in advance. If we get really lucky and we get the Carol's Coif, the Torx plate body, and the Varix Brassard, we'll essentially complete the entire Barrows collection log. That would be fantastic, because we will be getting the Darox helm and the Great Axe. We have the plate legs right here. I'm gonna deposit my cash stack at Nightmare Zone, and I will also reset my Barrows loot tracker. And yeah, we'll be able to see how the grind progresses. Wish me luck. I really hope that I don't end up as dry as I did with the Blue Moon. Although, to be completely honest with you, I do feel motivated to go and do this grind, to grind out Barrows. It's like coming back to an old friend, you know? It feels kind of cozy, you know, coming back where essentially it all kind of began, right? I think one of the first videos on my channel was the Barrows grind, but we're going back in much better gear and in a very different spot on the account, stats-wise, gear-wise, and in general. Right, so enough talking. I'll see you whenever something interesting happens. Yeah, okay, I only did one run, and it's quite obvious that my inventory management is gonna go to complete hell. So we will be using the zombie axe and storing the whip back at Draenor. And thus we free up 3 whole inventory slots, so I think that this is the right thing to do in our situation. The whip will remain dormant for some time still. Yeah, we'll have plenty of opportunities to use it though. Level 94 magic. And that's 600 chests. Still no loot. Oh, okay. Well, not the item we were going for, but that's the first item we get. 601 KC, the Aram's rope skirt. Well, I can't really complain. At 2.1 million GP to the main. Okay, well, we don't need it, obviously, and alking it would be a terrible idea on the UIM, because I would only get, like, what, 30k-ish GP. So, yeah, this is going over to the main, and we carry on. 77 defense. Second item, at 638 KC, Torx Hammers. It's a dupe, and we're definitely going to alk it. It's still nice to see an item, so yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Are you kidding me? 647 KC, another Aram's rope skirt. Another drop to the main. I don't need the item, again. I can't really complain because it's decent GP value for the main, but yeah, interesting. I've also updated my house to the Canifis theme. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I just wanted to switch things up because I have the Fremenic wood style on my main. It looks a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe it'll grow on me. We'll see. I do want to redecorate the house in the future, like quite a bit. But yeah, I'll probably switch up the forest floor of the what's it called, the pet area, and switch things up a little bit as I go. But yeah, we'll see if I keep it. 655 KC, a Carol's leather top. Again, not really the item we're going for, but it's a valuable drop, one of the more valuable ones, and it's going to the main. At least we started getting items, so I can't really complain. 675 kill count, Varix helmet. We do not need a Varix helmet, but it's an item. It's worth 61k. Yeah, I'm gonna high alch it. Some money for the UIM. If we go to our boss log and the Barrows chests, this is what the log is looking like. We haven't received any unique items yet, but we do have 4 Carol's leather skirts. Yeah, or sorry, leather tops. That's a lot of Carol's. Arims, yeah. Well, the luck is weird, but I'm not gonna complain. We are getting items and that's pretty cool. So I decided to do a couple of runs with wind spells, wind blast, and well, just doing it with wind blast currently. But the damage does seem to be quite a bit higher, the damage output, than doing it with the warp scepter. So I might just stick with wind spells from this point onwards. Maybe I will switch to using the wind wave. That would speed things up even more, but I do want to save the blood runes for the time being as much as possible. So I think I'll experiment and then I'll see what works best. But yeah, probably gonna switch to wind spells. And that's level 78 defense and 112 combat. 742, another Aram's rope skirt. Okay, let's see how many of these things we've already gotten. Where is it? Collection log, Barrows. Yeah, 4 Aram's rope skirts. More money for the main. My luck here is interesting, to say the least. Oh wow. Oh wow. KC 737, the first double chest, Darok's helm and Torek's helm. We need the Darok's helm. It's an item that we actually need from here. That is so cool to get. I'm so happy. Fantastic. I'm probably gonna alch the Torek's helm. Yeah, I'm gonna alch it. And yeah, that's the first item that we actually need. Completed. And from this session of Tears of Gothics, we get 78 prayer. 757, a Guthin's spear. That is a duplicate spear. Let me quickly check how many spears we've already gotten. Collection log, Barrows, and yeah, that's the 3rd war spear. We're getting a lot of dupes, not a lot of unique items. We only have 4 remaining, one of which we need. And we do need 1 dupe, the Darok's plate body. So yeah, it's been an interesting grind so far. The luck is interesting, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah, let me see. No, don't drop it yet. What's it worth? Yeah, I'm gonna high alch this and carry on. I forgot to turn on the replay buffer, but yeah, 174 KC, we got the Varix helm. It's another dupe, not a unique item. Well, it is a unique, but not for the collection log. So, where is it? Varix helm number 3 now. So I'm gonna high alch it because, well, it's worth to do that. I don't need the full Varix set. I only need the flail. So yeah, the wrong Varix item, but the grind continues. That's level 93 woodcutting. Oh, well. Torek's plate legs, not a unique item, and also an item that I do not need. 803 KC. I'm not gonna complain. Where is it? Hold on, collection log. barrows. It's my 5th thorax plate legs. Okay, so I am going to complain a little bit. I mean, come on, 5 thorax plate legs. I have a couple of items that have 4 of each. The luck is strange. The luck is definitely strange, but we carry on. Oh my god. Oh my god, it actually happened, dude. We got the beaver pet. Oh my god, it actually happened. I am in shock, dude. Oh wow, man, I am so happy to get this pet on the UIM. We can use the golden pheasant egg now to metamorphosize it, and we'll free up an inventory slot. This was so random. I was just AFKing at Redwoods in between my barrows runs. Oh my god, dude. I am so happy to get this. You know what? I'm actually just gonna do it right now. Use the golden pheasant egg on the beaver. And we have a pheasant. We can turn it back into the beaver or keep it as the pheasant. So all that we need now is the golden fox whistle for the secondary metamorphosis, and yeah, we'll be done with the, I guess, the forestry collection log. I haven't bought anything yet, but that's essentially the only thing that we need, and now when we actually get the fox whistle, we'll be able to use it. I am so happy. I'm so happy about this. I'm gonna keep the beaver out in the open while I do woodcutting now, just to kind of, I guess, look at him and be happy about the fact that we actually got him. Ah, this is fantastic. What a wonderful day to play old school RuneScape. Well, that's an item. 815 KC. Carol's crossbow. Another dupe. Another item we don't need. This is going straight into the elk pile. Well, that's back to back. 816 KC Guthan's blade body. Another dupe. Another item we don't need. Another item that we're gonna elk. Okay, the luck is interesting. It continues to be interesting. 79 defense. 94 woodcutting. It's getting up there. 94 hit points. And no, we didn't get a combat level, but that's 2095 total. And that is a unique item. 870 KC, Carol's coif. We don't need it, but I'm definitely not gonna complain about a unique. Well, when I say we don't need it, I'm essentially referring to this grind of ours. But yeah, it is a unique item, so I'm definitely happy about it. That is the full Carol set completed, technically speaking. Fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. Only 3 items to go to fill out the collection log, one of which we need for the grind. So, pushing onwards. Back to back, Torag's hammers. It's really cool to get a back to back, but this is getting elked. Oh my god. Yes, dude, yes! Darok's blade body, 873 KC. That is one of the items we need. Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, it's not a unique. I mean, we have it in the collection log. We had it 2 times actually. Wow, but I did not expect to get it in this session, that is. So yeah, oh man, that's so awesome. Okay. So the only thing that we need now from Darok is the Great Axe, and well, we need the unique. And then we also need the flail. but we might also get the Torx Plate Body as well as the Varak's Brassard if we want to complete the full collection log. So we'll see how it goes. This is almost back to back, actually. I think I skipped one KC, I didn't get anything, and this was the next KC. A very lucky day to do Barrows. I'm very happy. It's been an interesting day. A very interesting day. 878 KC, Guthin's Plate Body. A duplicate. Let me check very quickly. Barrows Chests. The 4th Guthin's Plate. Yeah, I am going to... Yeah, I'm gonna elk this. My luck on this grind has been very interesting, but I'm definitely not gonna complain. And this is going to be 900 Barrows KC. I'm at a bit of a dilemma because I have 3 items to go and I've completed both Carols and Arams. So I might as well just go for the 3, I completed Carols, Arams, and Guthins. Yeah, so I have 3 brothers to go as far as collection log is concerned, and I need 2 items from 2 of them, so the Flail and the Darok's Great Axe. So I might actually start running only these 3 brothers and not killing any of the mobs inside of the caves or the tunnels. Yeah, obviously this is going to result in some worse loot, general loot, but I don't really care about it too much anymore. I just want to get this grind over with as fast as possible. So I'll see what I end up doing, but yeah, that's kind of the situation we're currently in. 918. That is another Darok's Plate Legs. I have one already, so that's kind of useless to me. I am... Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop this to the main, but it's worth quite a bit of money, so I think it's worth for me doing that. Sailing has come out, and while I'm not participating in any sailing activities at the moment, I thought that I'd just do the quest, get level 5, and then go and do Tears of Guthix, because it is now available. So I'm gonna get up my sailing level passively on this account. I'm training it on my main normally, but yeah, while I'm doing other activities, sailing will probably passively go up, and then later on I might make some dedicated videos on the skill. But yeah, that's it for now. 2100 total level. And with this first Tears of Guthix, that is also level 16 sailing. I'll skip past some of the earlier levels with the help of Tears of Guthix, because currently the ship, what's it called? The shipwreck salvaging activities have been nerfed. So yeah, since I would probably train this skill AFK, at least at the beginning, this will kind of help with the earlier levels. So yeah, that's that. And that's level 95 woodcutting. Got the Zamorak full helm from a hard clue scroll, and there's a master stash at the Godwar's dungeon with the helmet and the shadow sword. So I'm not gonna go and build it right now, but I'm gonna keep this in my inventory and yeah, go and build the stash a bit later. That's really cool. Yeah, stash item. Awesome. And that is the stash unit built. And let me quickly fill it without these guys attacking me. Build. Yep, that's it. Cool. Yes, yes, yes. That's the Varak's flail done. I got it. 983 KC. So I am done with Varak. I no longer need to kill him, or wait, do I? Barrows chests. Oh, I still do. Yeah, I need the Varak's Brassard for the collection log. That's fine. That's fine. At least we have one more item off the list that we need. So the only item left now is the Darok's Great Axe. So technically, actually, I don't need to kill Varak, and I don't need to kill Torak anymore. I could only do Darok, because I only need the Great Axe. Yeah, you know what? That's probably what I'm gonna do. In the interest of saving time and getting this video out, finally, I'm only going to kill Darok for the Great Axe. And that will speed up the kills exponentially, and later on, whenever we have some better gear, I'll go back and finish off the collection log for barrows. Yeah, awesome. And this is going to be 1000 barrows KC. We get nothing. I missed it, but that's 1100 KC and still no drop. So I've been doing some research, and based on that research, it seems that it is actually more worth it for me to kill all of the brothers, even when going for a specific drop. The data on this is pretty tricky, and there's a lot of contention, I guess, regarding the topic online. People don't really agree on what the best course of action is, but seeing as I still need the 2 other items for the collection log from Torak and Verak, and, well, me not really having or being all that lucky with the last 100 or 150-ish kills, I think I'm just gonna go back to killing all of the brothers and not killing any of the mobs in the tunnels. That should save me some time and allow me to get the drop faster, I hope. Wish me luck. And our weekly Tears of Guthix gets us from 16 sailing all the way to 25. And 21 total level. Cool. I missed it, but that's 95 magic. It's really getting up there, and the majority of the level has been from teleports and, honestly, barrows. I don't know if that's cool or sad. That's 1200 KC for nothing. Well, that's the dry streak broken. 1211 KC, another Darok's blade body. Not the item that we needed, but I'm not gonna complain. And yeah, I'm probably gonna elk this instead of dropping it to the main. Well, 1235 KC, a Carol's leather skirt. Another dupe we don't need. I'll throw the Carol's leather skirt to the main because it's quite valuable and elks for a very low amount of money. But my main is currently sailing and it's, well, it's, let's just say it's far out into the sea and I don't want to, you know, go through the hassle of bringing him on dry land, throwing over the skirt and then, you know, having to get myself over back to the salvaging spot. So I'm gonna hold on to this for the time being, but I lack inventory space, so I decided to throw all of my bloods into the looting bag. It was around 20k blood runes, so yeah, if you see the bloods missing from my inventory, that's the reason why. Well, I kind of panicked teleport, I guess, but that's another item, Torak's hammers. It's an elk for sure, and let's see how many of these we've already gotten. 4. It's the 4th Torak's hammers. So, nothing new. Carrying on. Another item, Guthan's chain skirt. Not the item we need. And our weekly Tears of Guthix gets us from 25 sailing all the way to 32. So, this is gonna be a pretty big level coming up. It's gonna be any second now. 80 defense. It's also 2130 total level and 113 combat level. I can now wear Torva. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. 96 woodcutting. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the worst timing ever. I'm eating. Oh my god, we got it. We actually got it. Oh. Oh, give me a second. I need to contain myself and swallow the food. Oh my god, dude. It's actually in our inventory. 1466 KC. The Darok's Great Axe. That is the full Darok's set completed. And we didn't get the Torak's Blade Body or the Verak's Brassard. So that means we will be coming back to Barrows at a later date, a much later date probably, perhaps when we have the Twin Flame Staff or, you know, better gear. But yeah, that's it. That is full Darok's. The final goal of the video is officially completed. I am beyond happy to be finished with this. I'll be completely honest, I didn't expect to actually get it today or for a hot minute. It is currently December the 23rd, so I thought that I would be going into the New Year's without having finished the video, without having finished Darok's. or have, you know, without having finished the grind. But yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful surprise. I will be the first one to admit that this grind was silly. I could have went on and done Corrupted Gauntlet and just gotten Bofa and Full Crystal and done Mole with that. Or alternatively, I could have gone and done Hunter Rumors for the nests. If you're not aware, the reason why we did this in the first place is because we have almost 5,000 Toad Flags. And we need Bird's Nests in order to crush them and make Ceradomin Brews. So yeah, I could have done Hunter, I could have done Mole a bit differently. It wasn't a smart thing to do for me to, well, go and grind out Darox. It's quite the waste of time if we're talking from an efficiency standpoint, but I really wanted to do it. I was committed and I am beyond happy that I stuck with it and we actually completed the grind. I will throw up the drops on the screen. The counter got a bit, I guess, bugged. It didn't log some of the KCs. And, well, I did probably around 200, I want to say, KC, doing 1 or 2 brothers per chest, if that makes sense. I only killed a couple of brothers per chest, so the loot is definitely going to be off, but that's, you know, that's kind of what it is. I don't even know how long it took me specifically with my schedule, but I don't actually want to get into it or even check, to be completely honest with you. I think that it took long enough, let's just put it that way. One thing that I can check is my ranking. Wait, it's not like this. I think it's level. Arrows. Yeah, it's my ranking on the high scores. When it comes to UIMs that have killed Barrows, I'm nearly top 200. I didn't quite reach it. I think you need around 1900 KC to be in the top 100 of UIMs for Barrows. So that might happen whenever we go for the remaining 2 pieces for the collection log. But again, that's a long way into the future. So look, obviously this video has gone on for long enough. I don't want to take up any more of your time. It feels incredible to have completed this goal. I will be getting rid of the ARMs and I'll sort out the inventory and, you know, clean up at the beginning of the next video. But I want to finish off this video and get it out as soon as possible for you guys. I think I might be able to do it before New Year's, so that would be a really cool thing to do, a fresh start with a new year. So I haven't forgotten, the very, very final thing that we need to do in this video is a challenge. If you're not aware, I've been doing challenges in some of my videos. You can take a look at the few earlier videos to see, I guess, the rules and how it went. But somewhere along the line, I decided that it's not really feasible. It doesn't really make sense for me to, I guess, keep them around. But in the interest of, I guess, the spirit of, well, me actually saying that I will do a challenge once I complete the goals for this video, I will do one last challenge. I'll spin the wheel of tasks, we'll see where it lands, and yeah, we'll go and do the challenge, whatever it is. And with that, the video will be over. So give me just a few minutes to gather my bearings, and yeah, I'll see you in just a second. Here we are at the wheel of challenges, or the wheel of tasks. I'm not gonna go into what each of these challenges do. You can check out my previous videos once again in order to find out more about them. I'll only explain the one that we end up rolling. So without further ado, let us roll the final challenge that we'll probably ever do in this series. Let's see what we get. 3 collection log slots. Okay, well that's pretty self-explanatory. I need to get 3 new collection log slots on the UIM. This challenge is actually pretty simple, because the first thing that I thought about is LMS. I have over 260 points here, and well, I did some LMS in my free time. 11 wins still, so no luck, but this is a very easy way to get collection log slots for me, because the only things that I have from here are, where is it? Yeah, the capes and the Dragon Pickaxe upgrade kit. So I can basically purchase almost anything. And I need 3 slots, so let me see. I do need to save up some points for the looting bags, but I have more than enough. And I think that I'm just gonna go with the dyes. I don't know if I can store my whip in the stash unit with the dye on it, but we're gonna check and see. Do I want the volcanic or the frozen? I'll go with the volcanic first. So I'm gonna buy this. I'm also gonna buy the dark bow wine paint. I need to drop the spade as well. And I'm also going to purchase the green paint. And that's it. 3 collection log slots done. Very easy collection logs to fill out, I guess. Very easy challenge. I'm not gonna complain about it being easy since it's the last one we're gonna be doing on this account. And yeah, let me just clear up my inventory a little bit and then we'll finish off the video, finally. Since I'm dropping things over to the main, like the dyes, I've already picked them up. I will also be dropping my Aram's hood, rope top and rope skirt. I will be alching the staff because it's not really worth all that much money. And we are officially done with Arims. No more Arims on the UAM. We have the Blue Moon set, and that's the only set we're going to need for quite a while. Okay, the moment of truth. We are going to make the whip volcanic. Yes. Going to equip it at least once. Looks pretty good. And let us see if we are actually able to store it in the stash. Yes, we are. Fantastic. So we have the volcanic whip now. It's a cosmetic upgrade, but still, it's nice to save up something from LMS for once. And yeah, that is it. Let's go and finish off this video. Well, it's definitely been a long one. I think it's like, what, 3 or 4 months since I've uploaded a video. We did so much in this video specifically. We got 16,000 amethyst darts for the blowpipe, eventually, whenever we do end up getting it. We have a lot of runes that we need to take care of as well. We have the Blue Moon set, and we have full Darox as well as the Verex Flail for the desert. Is it hard or Elite Diary? I don't even remember now. But we did a lot. It's not a lot by any means if you take a look at the time frame that it has taken us to actually, I guess, do all of these things. But for the amount of time that I do have to play on the account, I'm happy with the progress. One thing that I've learned in this video that I'm going to employ or apply for the videos moving forward is that I'm definitely not going to soft lock myself or try not to soft lock myself from uploading videos in the future. If I have an RNG grind, I'll try to, I guess, do it at the beginning of the video to see how long it's actually going to take. With some exceptions, of course, but I don't really want to be making videos every 3 or 4 months. I do want to get them out sooner, if that makes sense. So, if you're still here after 2 hours of UIM content, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm not gonna say that I will see you guys soon, but I'll definitely try to, I guess, put out another video much sooner than this one. I have a lot of grinds planned. I'm not gonna go and do any actual sailing for the time being. I think there's more than enough content on YouTube for that right now, but we'll get to it eventually. I do need to do my Tears of Cuthics actually still, but yeah, that's beside the point. What we'll do in the next video is going to be related to the diaries as well as, I guess, general progress of the account. Remember, our main goal is still maxing the UAM. So we'll slowly be working towards that. Once again, thank you so much for watching. No long outros, the video is long enough as it is. And I hope to see you all very soon. Bye.